Can anyone tell me the two ingredients that are not up here right now? Water, and
Yeast.
yeast, yes. Alright, so what the brewer does is goes ahead and gets your beer its color and flavor. Here we use only the 2-row and 6-row malts. Next you have your rice down there. That gives that crisp taste that you'll find in our Budweiser. Now it's not needed to have rice in beer, but adults decided to add it to stick out among the other breweries during that time period. We also have our hops, which is the spice of the beer. Hops add bitterness and aroma to your beer. And Anheuser-Busch is the only prominent brewery which owns its own hop farms located in Budweiser, Idaho, and in Germany. We also have the yeast. Now the yeast is important because it is the same yeast we used back in 1876 to create the first Budweiser. And water, as some of you know from traveling, water does not taste the same in each city. So our water goes through a multi-stage filtration process to ensure that you have the same water in all of your Budweiser. So I just want to talk a little bit about the brewing methods. You can follow along on both boards with me here. Our first step is milling. We will take that barley malt and rice and ground them and weigh them. Moving on to our mashing, where they are mashed by the purest water and heated up at specific temperatures at exact times to break down those starches into fermentable sugars. We're going to go ahead and go over to the straining process. And we don't want you to chew your beer, so we use a process called lautering, which leaves a sugar-rich amber liquid called wort. We'll take that wort over to the fourth step in the brew kettle, where it's then boiled and the hops are then added. Now we'll add hops depending on the different brands. After the brew kettle, we'll take it over to primary fermentation, where the wort is cooled and yeast is added. The cooled wort and yeast will be put into a fermenting tank, where the wort will be turned into beer, which then will be. Next is beechwood aging, where we'll take that beer, put it on our beechwood chips. Those beechwood chips are cooked to remove any of the flavors, and they'll sit on there, adding additional surface area to produce alcohol and carbonation. Finally, we have our finishing, where the beer is chill proof and filtered before being bottled and put into cans and kegs. So through our finest quality ingredients and our brewing methods, your Budweiser has a taste profile that starts with the sweetness and ends with a mild bitterness. Now lager does take more time and care, and Budweiser takes about twice as long as any of our other beers. So there's one more step. It's not up on the board. It's probably all of your favorite steps. Can you tell me what that is? Tasting, yes. So our Budweiser tastes about 10 times during its life here at the brewery. And in addition, every day on the 6th floor at 3 o'clock, our brewmasters taste beer from across the country to ensure that you have the same taste aroma. All right, so for the rest of the tour in the brew house here, we're going to go up to the 3rd floor. It's going to be about 20 degrees warmer upstairs than it is outside. So if that's going to be a problem with anyone, just let us know. We'll be taking the elevators up and 3 flights of stairs back down. We'll have to have the strollers taken outside. That shouldn't be a problem. So if you guys can just go ahead and finish up your beers, I think we can head on up. And we have trash cans to pick up.
Make sure you hit this elevator, James.
You guys can go on either elevator. You can go ahead and press the button. If you guys want to get on that one.